Now we're going to grab this strap and fold it in half and press. Now once this is folded in half, we just need to grab a pin or use a bias tape maker if you've got one. Now, each end has got to be folded under by 5.5 centimetres or 2 1/8 of an inch. I'm just going to measure it so it's easier. Grab a clip. Now just grab your body shell. Now it's going to go on this seam, but we just want to make sure that it's the same width, and it's obviously not, so I'm just going to adjust this slightly. Once you're happy that that's going to be the right width, then we're going to go across to the sewing machine and we're just going to top stitch 3 mils or 1/8 of an inch from each side, just the distance that it's folded under. Now this keeps coming apart on me, so I'm just going to add a little bit of double-sided tape so that it stays in place while I stitch. Now I've increased my stitch length to 3.1 and I'm going to stitch 3 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch from the edge in the areas where the strap is folded under. Going to do that on the other end as well. Now, cut off all those loose bits of thread. Now we're going to draw a line 6 millimeters or 1/4 of an inch from the flap body seam on the flap side. using a fading pen or a friction marker or something that will disappear. Now run a strip of double-sided tape on the body side of the seam. Now we're going to position that onto there. You can even add some extra tape to make sure it stays put in the middle. You just grab your D-rings and slip them on. Line that up with the line you drew. Now the D-ring's got to be 1 inch from each end, or 2.5 centimeters, or around that. So just mark that so I know where to put it. And now we're going to head back to the machine. Now I'm going to stitch a box here that's about 12 millimeters or 1/2 inch in size. Just stitch on top of the previous stitching at the sides. Now do that at the other end as well. And now we're going to stitch this center bit. Just sort of start wherever it feels comfortable, close to that D-ring, on top of the other stitching. And there we go. Now when I looked underneath, I realised I didn't stitch as far as the other side, so I'm just going to go back and fix that. Now I'm going to add a rivet on each side of my D-ring just to give it some support. Now you want to mark your position. Just make sure that your rivet's going to be at least 6 millimeters or 1/4 inch, maybe even a fraction more away from the side. That's because when you top stitch this later on, you don't want to hit your rivet and break it. So I'm going to put one there. I'm just going to rivet one on the other side. I've marked my spots, and now I'm going to go and punch a hole. And there we have our rivets.